Go.
Okay, and we're back. And I believe we left off with Alexandra taking off her helmet to the doctor.
Yeah.
Next French wink wink. Striptease music.
60s music? No, it's not a porn.
Striptease.
In any event, Alexandra, your face is covered in blood.
Oh, so that's what that stinging sensation in my eyes was.
To which the doctor will say, please sit down.
Okay.
Shelby, did you want to be the nurse for this one?
How so?
Well, you wanted to operate on yourself earlier. Will you assist the chirurgeon with Alexandra?
I was told not to do anything.
Okay. At the moment, Talia will just hold your hand nicely then. Time to roll for Alexandra.
Please roll low, please roll low, please roll low.
Medicaid. Okay, that will be a success.
Oh, Jesus, needles though.
If you're happy and you know it, rip her hands.
Rip her hands. Rawr. So you will now be restored to 6 of 15 wounds.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, it's not super duper, but she bandages up your skull, and I think you had suffered other wounds as well, didn't you?
When I did some landing, I kind of screwed up on the landing a little bit. I rolled or twisted an ankle because it was very minor damage.
Okay. Well, she'll be. She can technically treat you for each individual injury separately.
Mm. Yeah.
So, would you like her to attend to your leg as well?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Pretty much every bit of damage I've taken since we got into this tower has because of taxiing people in last session.
I could have swore you also took damage from an attack at some point. But,
I never got shot.
She isn't able to help your leg. The armor itself should act as a brace, she says.
Okay.
So just keep the armor on.
Yeah.
And now the difficult patient.
I like how, like, on the map, it's like there are 4 people surrounding it, and it's like, oh yeah, little girl, big girl.
I would strongly
what the hell?
I would strongly suggest that you inject her with something to calm her nerves.
I imagine Alex is saying that out loud.
Yes.
Well, yes, the doctor was very much indeed thinking just that. So,
use the biggest needle you have.
Use that gag needle I see on the rack over there.
Brooke.
You just rolled a 94, that jerk.
Oh, fucking hell.
I can't catch a break.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's have you roll a acrobatics at -40 to try and wrestle free from the guys, and then a acrobatics at -30 to avoid the needle.
Well, she
or
is
parry at -30.
I think
Okay,
I missed by 1.
Let me double check that. Where is my book for Dale?
I have agility of 43. I get plus 20 to my acrobatics. I missed by 1.
You're right, you did. Ouch. I'm sorry, Brooke. This seems like a really rotten way for this to happen. Failure by 3 degrees or more indicates character. Oh.
She stabs herself with the needle. That's what happened.
Oh, with your struggling, she accidentally stabs one of the enforcers.
I would be okay with that as well. I did fail by 1 point.
Actually, you know what? The way the rules are written, since you're critically wounded right now, and this is a failure by 3 degrees or more,
she kills me?
You have to roll toughness or burn a fate point. So what I'd say is you can attempt to use your fate point for the acrobatics. You can attempt to roll toughness, and if you don't like that result, you can attempt fate point. Then, or just burn the fate point right off the bat. Just stipulate that you are not dying now.
A fate point on the acrobatics because that gives me a better chance of success.
So I believe that's 43 now is your odds.
Yup. That's almost 1 out of 2. You have got to be kidding me right now. Well, I guess I have to test toughness.
And fucking horrific thing here is you've got all those bloody penalties on you right now.
Well, great. I guess I have to burn a fate point.
Well, do you want to roll the toughness roll? Do you want any of us to roll the toughness roll on your behalf?
I'd rather blame myself for what happens than anyone knows. Oops. That was
You can
not
always
what I
still blame Joe.
No,
I'll still blame
me
Joe
out of
anyway.
this.
I didn't even
Joe,
if
do
I
you
wouldn't
want
have
this
penalties.
fate point or not?
I don't know if I'm close enough.
I hope you're not.
A strange sensation goes up Haley's spine, and suddenly she's at the window to the infirmary staring in at looking at Terry going, I want your fate point.
So, due to her flailing, Dale, the injection will end up being a potentially lethal one. And the doctor, thankfully you're in a med bay, will immediately put in a code blue, requesting that the other doctors get in here ASAP to assist. At this point, Tyrion, you die, but they are going to resurrect you. They're going to revive you, resuscitate you.
That
So,
medic's an assassin. She tried to kill an agent of the Inquisition.
Yeah, she's a heretic killer.
Where is my private window with Rock?
Technically speaking, she did kill a member of the Inquisition. Isn't that some sort of heresy?
You say as you tried to kill other people of the Inquisition before you were in it? I think we should hire her.
Technically,
Porteous was a jerk and he deserved it, and we all know it.
technically at this point, it was mostly she was trying to do it and you were struggling, so it kind of goes both ways. I don't think we should straight up execute the medical officer.
Yeah, especially not for things that are, Dale's fault.
Okay,
I hate this. She survives her entire ordeal by herself, and this is what takes her down.
Brooke, you're technically away for the 26th, right? Or sorry, 25th.
Yes.
Okay, and then what? Will you be back for the 2nd?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know you can. No. What?
I don't know how late I'll be able to play. I volunteered for something in the morning on the 3rd.
Okay. Well, for now at least, let me just say that I want to apologize that you didn't get a hell of a lot of play opportunity tonight.
Damn her. Damn me for reacting in character.
Well, hopefully the dream sequence will give Tyrion a little more center for next time. But for now, I'm afraid that it would make the most sense that Tyrion will have, maybe some momentary lucidity later on in tonight's session, but mostly is going to be put in a medically induced coma for her own benefit. And that will explain why Tyrion won't be present in the next session.
I just picture this.
Well, this is convenient, I suppose.
I can just...
go ahead, Frosty.
I can just think the TF2 medic going, whoops, that was not madness.
I just pictured this in Tyrion's head, just Slanesh and parachute bands going, I like big butts that I cannot lie. All the demons can't deny.
Well, there's no point in sticking around now.
I'm sorry, Brooke.
As a player, yes, there is. Because the message you just...
I'm still mad. She survived her entire ordeal to be taken down by somebody who was trying to help her. What the hell?
That's
what you get for flailing around and kicking a doctor.
Didn't the same thing happen with Evelyn?
No, Evelyn self-medicated and got a 94. She got a minor scratch. She got a minor scratch from Veda shooting her. And she went into her room to just sort of patch herself up, but somehow managed to inject herself with a lethal overdose.
Yeah, I think it was like pretty much, I'm just going to heal myself. Oh, fuck. Help me.
No, was it 10 cc's or 100 cc's? I can't remember how many zeros it was. I think it was 100 cc's.
Better be safe, 1,000 cc's.
Well, I think she was really upset because, basically Veda just rejected the marriage proposal.
Yeah.
What's that marriage down?
I can't
telling yourself that.
More.
You did some pretty kinky shit, though, like, shoot me!
I'm just gonna, Alex at the whole time point is just gonna facepalm and go like, oh, why? Could anything else go wrong today?
It's funny you should say that. We haven't even got into the Nurgle Tower yet.
Yeah, Alex
There is no Nurgle Tower.
That was completely in character too of Alex doing that.
I know.
That's all. Like, oh god.
So basically, what Talia is going to recommend is that we've basically got a safe place for now. We should spend the night, rest, recuperate. Take this time to reorganize, restructure, reload. Recover. I'll stress the recover bit.
I highly doubt they have any kind of ammunition for my carbine.
You know what the worst thing is? In an hour, when Shelby's powers are back, it's kind of going to be like a sugar high for her.
Shelby!
And she just lets all the warp demons in. All the warp demons ever.
She's going to run on the walls.
I'm gonna have to agree with. I'm gonna turn to Talia and just go like, I'm gonna agree with that. Just wait to see exactly what. Let's just wait for Vern and the others to come back and see how the interrogation went before we make any final decisions.
Okay. So speaking of that, Vern, Haley, Ariane, are you guys going to rejoin the rest of the group? Are you going to talk with the leaders of the enforcers and the Arbites? What are you guys up to?
Well, I think we should at least inform the Arbites about the location, the floors that they were most active in, so they could start mounting a counteroffensive to clean them out.
Yes, and also we probably should, inform them that there's a body in the interrogation chamber that needs a proper burial.
You see Scruffy appear? Another body to clean up.
Scruffy the janitor.
Scruffy's gonna die the way he lived, praising the Emperor.
Haley or Vern, I guess you guys would open the door.
Yep.
And Ariane will look to the others and say, the infirmary was just over there. They'll nod and she'll excuse herself from the group and head over to get her own medical treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Only to come in and see what the fuck. Right. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to wait.
I'm just pointing. As soon as Ariana just shows up, I'm just pointing. I just point to Taryn.
Yeah, she just walks over to the window and looks out at the training area. So Vernon, Haley, did you guys want to do the detail of that conversation, or basically what you've already told me is what you're telling them?
Yes, we're going to go into complete and utter detail and watch as their minds slowly melt in front of us, and then we execute all of them.
Do you want to role play out the conversation, or are we just establishing that you're telling them to go down onto those floors, mount a counter-offensive, purge the rest of the heretics, and
You can role play it.
Okay, well, if you want to role play it, then they will be saluting basically as you come out of the room.
I salute back.
I won't. Alright. Well, we got a little bit out of her. Well,
yes. Wait.
We got some information.
Indeed. It seems that these heretics have been setting their base in the floors of 13 to 17. And we just came from the floor, was it 15?
Yeah.
15. That floor at least needs to be completely burned and purged. It's not anything that you should go to at this point. But if you want to start a counter offensive against these heretics, I suggest you start going through the floors 13, 14, 16, and 17.
The enforcer will nod vehemently, while the Arbites will nod sternly once.
Oh, and we need a proper burial for that person. Well, and I wouldn't say that. I would say something along the lines that we need a body bag in the interrogation chamber.
The adjunct will say, I will handle that, Your Honors.
Call in Scruffy.
And while we're here, I might as well do something about these burns. Is there anything else?
We will.
I was just about to ask the same. That if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to go to the infirmary and see how the others are doing.
We will get straight to work on following your orders, Great Inquisitors. She'll then basically grab the enforcer and say, get your men together. I want them ready in a half hour. He's like, yes, ma'am. Shit.
All these new recruits are about to go through fire.
She'll actually also head off to go, prep her men.
Yeah.
Stig and Lit will follow if they're expected to.
Yeah,
they're expected.
We haven't dismissed them yet.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll witness what's going on here and just quietly move over to, they want to be out of the way, so they'll move over here.
What is going on now?
I point to Tyrion and go like, a lot of what's going on right here, probably her fault.
Well, you're going to throw me under the bus?
I'll walk to Alex and what happened? Tell me.
As soon as we were about to enter the infirmary, Taryn just booked it, and I tried to grab her, but she just slipped right past me. I gave the orders to capture her. One of them shot her with a webber, and I told them to manacle her and then strap her to a table over there.
Yes.
The doctor examined Shelby, then me. Then she went to go give Taryn something to calm down, and then suddenly she called out a code blue.
Any idea what made sure? Well, first, actually, Vern would ask, is she alright? What's happening to her?
Right now she's in a... Would they have told me she's in a medically induced coma?
No, they're busy operating.
I don't know exactly what's going on right now, but they're still working on her right now.
Vern will curse a couple of words. Yes, and says, why now? We would have needed her knowledge what happened to this floor.
I don't know. She just booked it and...
Any idea what made her...
should I roll an awareness for that?
Scrutiny. It would be scrutiny.
Okay, do I have my training scrutiny? I think I'm training in inquiry. I'm training inquiry, not in scrutiny, so this is going to be really hard to figure out. Perception at half.
Half your perception.
Which is 38, which would be...
28 right now.
28 right now, which would be 14 at half. Let's just find out. What the hell?
Okay. Well, she will have realized that Brooke looked at the body bags first before freaking out. And she did also mention that she was there 1 minute, there 1 second, then gone the next. She was devoured.
I would quote everything she said. I would say, like, she seemed to have noticed the body bags and just straight up booked it. And then when we were able to capture her again after they shot her with the webbing and we were manacling her, she mentioned she was there and then she was gone and she was devoured, or something along that line.
Well, that was a good memory. That was my exact quote.
Vern will turn to the body bags. Is there any free medical personnel around here?
Not at the moment. The code blue hasn't even been answered yet. There's just the one doctor presently working desperately.
Vern will go to the body bags, wherever they are.
And this corner here.
Yes. He's going to open one of them and check the face. Well, basically.
He opens one of the bags and finds it full of parts.
Huh.
The thigh bone's connected to the hip bone.
No, it's more like the thigh bone's not connected to anything.
Everything's spread apart evenly.
What I'm saying is fun, crazy enough to try to reassemble bodies parts right now.
No.
Okay, is he going to check any of the other bags?
Yes, he will do a roll awareness to notice anything,
Roll search.
Anything that bets.
You roll search.
Okay.
He put ball socket A into knee joint C and tailbone F.
He would look through several of the bags, and 90% of them are parts. Like, people ripped or exploded. There's no scorch marks. But he... you know what? The only bodies that were left were promptly burned. So yeah, all of these are just parts. Pieces and parts and pieces. There is no whole body. And there's like 13, 14 body bags here.
Huh.
No scorch marks, though. So they were exploded. They were not exploded by fire.
Yeah. So that refers to a physical trauma. Tremendous physical trauma. Ugh. That's another good thing.
Or great concussive force.
Well, yeah, that too. But it's not explosive concussive force, so
yeah.
No, you don't have Medicaid, so you're not really an expert on this sort of thing.
No, I'm not. No,
yeah.
Well, I can, I think I can think about it as, it's not singed, so it's either,
Yes. Yeah, you know it from
or just...
Yeah, you know from a weapons standpoint, but, you wouldn't recognize what sort of weapon could have done this other than a great big fucking blender.
Anyway, it took a lot of force. That's what I would know, probably.
Yeah. There's also no clean cuts. That's something else you'd be able to tell.
I will close the body bags. Back up. What the hell happened? I will walk back to Alexandra and ask, did you figure out anything from Tyrann before she ran away? What happened to this floor?
No. She was pretty out of it. Like, she was here and she was gone. She was just... Something was off. We didn't get much things going because she kept on struggling even when she was strapped to the table. That's why I was going to ask her some stuff after the doctor gave us something to calm down, but it doesn't look like that went well.
Yes. You did what you could, I assume.
Talia actually mentioned that we should probably just stay here tonight to get the groundwork and plan out what we're going to do next.
Yes. Well, I'm going to talk with the Arbites to try to figure out what the hell happened here.
I'm going to go...
You see those body bags on the corner? Have you taken a look?
No. I was going to ask about it once you guys got back and see if you knew anything first before I asked them.
Well, they're full of parts. Human parts.
Awesome.
And not,
Okay.
it's quite a mess. So whatever happened was extremely violent.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm gonna go have some calf brought to us because I think we all need something for our nerves right now.
Whatever.
You want something? You want a drink?
No. I need to talk with the Arbites to try to figure out what happened here.
Okay.
Haley?
Yes?
Are you joining me or are you following Alex?
Might as well come with you. I seem a little busy in here, and
I don't think we can do anything for her. And I point at where they are working on Tyrann.
Nope.
So I will go to the Arbites, and I will basically, one of whom in this room seems to be most highest rank.
That would be one dead center.
Okay. I assume, looking at the portrait, it kind of looks like her.
Well, I'll tell you what. Roll a scrutiny to try and figure it out in character.
Nope, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
So I'm going to point at the person and say, you. What's your name?
The arbitrator Gomez.
Oh, goodness. I'm trying to figure out here what's happened in this floor. Could you fill me and my associate here on what happened, or should I look for someone else to do that?
I do not have the details of that. You would have to ask the enforcers, if this is one of their stations. I have not been purview to reading any of their reports yet. I have been here escorting the a proctor. I've been here escorting the proctor, and then when you arrived, I was reordered to escort your team.
Well, any idea where I could find the any enforcer that would know?
Steinbecker will raise his hand tentatively, and Gomez will look over to him.
I will turn to Steinbecker. Well?
Yes, I can lead you wherever you'd like within our offices. Sir, just let me know where you want to go, and I will bring you there.
Well, someone who knows at least somewhat knows what the heck happened on this floor would be nice.
Well, she's the only one who personally witnessed it, but I can lead you to the crime scene, sir, if you want to personally investigate it yourself.
Yes, that's better than nothing. Take it.
And actually, would you guys want Ariane, Talia, or Shelby to come along too?
It's up to them.
If they see us leave and they want to come with, it's up to them.
We're just asked.
I'll take a moment to inform them.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then basically, I'll just run over to Talia, tell her, run over to Ariane, and then run back.
All right. Talia will ask Shelby, will you be okay by yourself for a little while recovering here? I'd like to check that out.
Shelby will get up and move to follow her.
Shelby, you should be resting.
She's gonna shake her head and grab onto her arm.
All right, I'm gonna roll. Would it be willpower to? Yeah, okay, willpower. If she succeeds on her willpower, she will allow her curiosity to just sort of go by the wayside and she'll stay with Shelby. If she fails her willpower, she's going to take Shelby with her, despite that not being the medically sound decision. She failed. All right, so she'll say, "All right, Shelby, I don't like this, but okay." And did you also tell Ariane or not?
Yeah.
Just got a message from one of the players in private, and it made me laugh. That's cute.
Did you get my message?
Yes, we'll get to that probably actually even during the investigation. So Ariane will rump and frump and say, "I'm near death, but yes, I will come and I'll investigate it now."
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before any of us else can see some medical attention, I think, at this point.
I imagine Alexander is no longer prone, by the way. I'll just clear that.
Yeah.
All right, so Steinbecker will head out, and Stig and Len, are you guys leaving them here with Tyrion, or what?
They can stay here, and I'll just tell them if anything goes wrong with Tyrion, one of you come back and tell us. Coming back.
How are we going to find you? Stig asked.
Ask one of the
Arbites.
Ask the Arbites where the crime scene is, and one of you come to head over.
Well, in that case, Guymes says, she points to one of her officers, go with them and radio back once you learn of the position of the crime scene, then come back here. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. They've seen enough today. They don't need to see more.
What was that?
They've seen enough today. I don't want to have them see more than they need to at this point. They've seen enough today.
Okay. So whoever's going, just put your tokens near the arbitrator, the Arbites and the enforcer. And imagine pretty much everybody's going, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to go get some weecaf, but no. Now we have to go investigate the crime scene.
Haley, are you going too?
Not everyone's going. There's somebody who can't.
Yes. Well, everybody's out of the room for the moment when Kieran's going to give her great big reveal. Oh, well.
Well,
that's what she has the micro beam
nobody
for.
said Alexandra that she needs to come here.
Okay. Well,
She just decided that I'm gonna get a coffee. Oh wait, I'm actually going with them.
I was going to go get coffee. You think the guy was going to ask for coffee?
So what's your plan then, Alex? Where are you going?
Since they took him, I'll just guess I'm going to have to wait and then try to see if I can find some place to get something to drink.
Okay, well, on the way there, are you following them or not?
Pretty much. I just ask, hey, can you point me to where, hey, can you point me where your break room is or someplace where I can get some...
Okay. In that case, the Arbite the enforcer will say, follow us. There is okay, I can hear myself through somebody's speakers. Okay, that seems to have taken. Oh no, still lots of reverb. I can hear myself. Testing.
It's not for me. I was muted.
Okay.
I'm going to mute myself and see if it's me.
Anyway, the enforcer will say, if you follow us, there will be a cafeteria on the way to the crime scene.
Thanks.
Okay. So I'm going to center view. Where's that button? This will be the cafeteria. I'll throw a label to that effect. Cafeteria.
Okay.
And Alex, you can break off from the group. And then we'll proceed north, and over, and down, and over. And you'll come actually to an you'll step outside and basically be on a massive balcony that's high above. And you can all see at this point that the sun has come very low, and it's pretty much dusk at this point. And you can look out across this balcony to, it's facing the same direction as the military field base. And there is basically a hover vehicle parking lot here. However, they all seem to have been grounded. They're all basically locked down and parked. Probably, air traffic has been put on hold while there's a war going on.
Oh, so you mean they're requisitionable?
That's one way to look at it. Then you will proceed south further, and there would be guards guarding the crime scene, but I'm not going to bother throwing the tokens up, and you'd be able to get past them, no problem. And let me just switch it back to player view. Okay, so blood. Can everybody see where we are?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Steinbacher, the Arbites now knows where everybody is. They'll head back. All right. So blood everywhere. Like an explosion happened and there's just blood sprayed on the walls. The epicenter was clearly right here. There was one body. I'm sorry, Vern. There was one body that this body actually would have been up in the what's it called?
Infirmary?
In the infirmary, yes, thank you. So it would have been in one of the body bags. Basically, it was an enforcer, very bloody, had some bone fragments jabbed into him, seems to have accentuated, bled out, and that's what killed him.
Okay.
Bone fragments as shrapnel, though, is what you would have noticed. There will also be another pile of blood over here.
That looks like a big pile.
This one, it's a bit different. Whereas this one was an explosion, this one seems more like streamers of flesh that are just kind of dangling off the walls and ceiling. And there's puddles of gore and viscera on the floor that don't have any specific blast radius or anything, just more of a spaghetti juiciness to it. There will be several Verispex agents scanning the room with auspexes, jotting down information, analyzing stuff, putting it in plastic bags, etc.
Okay. Let me see what I have in my armor. I think I had something.
Does anyone else want to do anything while here?
Not yet. I'm here for Talia.
Speaking of which, Talia will go up to one of the Verispex agents and just flat out state, I'm with the Inquisition. Please share with me your findings. And the Verispex agent will be like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, really? And we'll look and kind of clue into the fact that, yeah, you guys, you're Inquisition. Okie doke. Yep. Alrighty. And we'll just start showing Talia the information on a data slate. So I'm going to roll for Talia literacy. Talia has a fate point. She's using it. Wow. Okay, Talia.
She absorbs the template.
Suddenly her maw falls open and the book just gets sucked into her maw. Suddenly it pops out again in her hand. She said, I have consumed the knowledge. I am one with it now. The Black Library in all its infinite is open to me. Sorry.
And then we all shoot her on the spot.
And Shelby gets very upset.
She doesn't have her powers yet.
Yes, but she gets very upset nonetheless.
Okay, Vern doesn't actually have anything that would help him investigate the crime scene in his armor. Okay. Had to check.
Damn it, I left my personal servitator in my other sack of armor.
Ariane, I'm just going to roll a general search. Haley and Vern, are you guys doing anything?
I'm just going to look at Talia and go, care to share once you're finished?
She just kind of ignores you. She's just engrossed in reading the data slate.
I can wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me describe. The gray stuff here is desks and cogitator terminals. They've basically been turned over and turned into cover, basically. It's been shifted around so that there was obviously some kind of firefight going on in here. There's bullets on the walls over here, over here, over here, and over here. There's still some body parts that haven't been cleaned up from earlier, but Verispex agents are still bagging them, and they're probably having servitors ship them up to the infirmary on a regular basis. There was obviously quite a few people in here when this went down. This here is the office of the guy. Well, I guess I should explain what the purpose of this room is. This is the monitoring chamber for the prison cells, which are just down here. So there's a bunch of prison cells here. The desks and cogitators here used to have monitoring equipment for here. This is a sliding barred door. So it's open to jar right now. And this is all bars here. This office here is basically the manager's office, the warden's office. This would be the warden's office, and this is basically just a small supply depot where weapons and armor and such are. Most of the weapons and armor are still in the supply depot. It looks like whatever went down here, people weren't able to get to their weapons in time.
Poor weapons.
Okay.
Ariane, sorry, go ahead.
I was just about to ask, can I roll like awareness or something to see if I notice anything, other than blood? Anything?
This would be searching. You're actually actively looking around. It's searching. Awareness is for spotting, a secret assassin or,
Okay, I don't find anything.
And Haley, are you actually going to look around any or just wait for Talia?
I'm waiting for Talia. Haley's not good at searching for shit.
Okay. Well, Ariane is going to say at this blood pile in front of her, this was one of the witches. Any
Wait,
response
she's
from her?
saying that?
Yes, she's saying out loud, this was one of the witches.
How do you know?
Take a look at the tattered robes and tell me that this hair, she'll point to it, doesn't look very familiar to you. With her pointing it out, Vern, you could definitely see the similarity between the bits and chunks here and the witches that you were firing on in the coven.
Huh. What the heck happened here? I've never seen any explosion that would do anything like this.
Was the monitoring equipment not functional in here? The Verispex agents will say we've been waiting for a properly versed tech priest before we delve into the machine spirit. We want to make sure that the machine spirit hasn't been corrupted by the experience that took place here. No comment from Berg?
I'm just thinking here that no, we better wait for the tech priest for this, because even though we're kind of in a hurry to know, it would be better, us not to fuck up this thing, because if in character we don't know that Tyrion will survive, so we need something. So,
all right. Ariane will proceed here next. There is a Verispex agent trying to open the door right now, but having no luck.
What kind of door is it?
And it'll even say warden's office on a little panel on the door.
What kind of door?
Oh, sliding glass. Well, not glass door, but sliding metal door.
Is it very thick?
You don't know.
Okay.
You can see the one side.
Huh. How are they trying to open it?
Without, doing anything tech priesty, he is just attempting to perform basic rituals that should open the door, but the door is not cooperating.
So he's just trying to basically push the door open, or...
Well, he's pushing the buttons that are meant to make the door open. When it doesn't work, he, says a little prayer, waves a little incense, and then pushes the button again. Okay? Says another little prayer, waves a little more incense, pushes the button again. Just sort of rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
I'm just going to, may I?
Certainly, he will pack up awkwardly.
This might go wrong, but I'll try to use my lock punch.
Okay.
So, if I remember right, I need to use a A simple two-handed cylinder that is always grab.
I think it's an agility roll. Is that what it says?
Challenging +0 tech use test.
Oh, tech use. Okay. So 39 is your DC. I think if you fail by 3 degrees, you get thrown across the room.
Oh, yeah. Success destroys a lock-on standard door of AP 16 or less. Usually includes thin rockreed, iron, and steel. If the user rolls 4 or more degrees of failure, the device misfires and it throws him 2d10 meters. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Burn can fly!
That will be a base failure.
Okay, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, the tech ritual you perform there just doesn't seem to appease the lock punch device.
Veggie.
You didn't touch my tra-la-la.
Talia will take a moment to kind of look up, notice what the hell's going on, and say, "Really, go help them."
All right.
Jolie, if you had your powers, you could definitely help them.
Oh, I know.
Need some assistance?
No, actually, she would not say
without
that. She
my
wouldn't be. She would not be so insensitive to say that. Sorry, never mind. Yes, sorry, Haley. So,
it seems the tech spirit in this one doesn't like me. Maybe you would try.
Your reset didn't work?
Well, it seems it's not responding at all.
I'll see what I can do, although I don't have my data slate or anything anymore.
would you take the lock punch from Byrne?
I'm offering that to you.
Yeah, I'll take the lock punch.
All right, give me your tech use roll. Come on, 99. or 55, sure. All right, so 1d10 and Haley, you line up the lock punch, and then the door suddenly dislodges on its own and opens even before you need to activate the device.
I looked at Vern. What was the problem?
I look at the person who was trying to open the door.
He's standing like 2 or 3 feet away right now. He's just kind of shrugs. Maybe Byrne did it right. Don't ask.
Well,
once the door opens, there is a flickering light inside, and you can see basically seated in the warden's chair is a man, kind of on the plumper side, with a sword lodged through his head. The sword, if you want to go look at it, is kind of like the one described by Pet.
There's something that needs cleansing.
Yeah. Before you two start cleansing it, we probably should see. Yeah, I'm searching this room to see if I found anything interesting.
Sorry, Jess, that should really be Nurgle saying that. So, search for Ariane.
Yeah, might as well.
Shit, you too.
We see
Mojo
walls.
wasn't good at this.
Vern is very, very disturbed by the sword. That's my excuse.
You want to touch the sword.
Go.
You want to lick the sword.
Ariane will hand Haley an Auspex.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's not doing me any good. Maybe you can comprehend what these readings mean. Give me your tech use roll.
Got a fate point.
Okay, with the fate point, Haley, these readings are exactly like the ones you saw back in that room where we established there was a portal.
Does this thing have alternate settings?
Sorry, what?
Does this Auspex also have alternate settings?
Like, what do you mean?
Like how I use the other one to scan for warp shit?
Well, like that's just it. It's got the very limited capacity to detect a warp signature, and that's what it's telling you it's detected. Oh, and look, scouts just arrived. So let me just, Bobob, you're the one who made the call. Right? Yes? No? Bobob, are you there?
Oh, sorry, I was muted so I didn't interrupt anything when I was reading. I just didn't do
Okay, Scout is ready to receive your call.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes I accidentally start reading aloud when I read, so I didn't want to have that interrupt.
All right, Scout, can you hear us?
Tremble, mortals, and despair.
Sorry, what was that?
Tremble, mortals, and despair.
You're getting a bit of reverb there. So what just happened? Sorry, what?
Let me just plug in my headphones.
Okay, yeah, that would be probably for the best.
Yo no hablo español.
Well, actually, let's use this time to break the recording then. Since
Okay.
Scout just got here. Anyone want a bathroom break?
Yeah, good plan. Go for it.